in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today we are going to be talking about the April 17th Black Ops 4 update. That's right, an update came out today, and it involved a lot of different things, but let's jump right into it. The latest game settings update for Black Ops 4 confirmed that Arsenal Sandstorm has now been officially released for free on all platforms following being delayed. And while some of the details mentioned in Treyarch's update went live yesterday, the weather changed map is now live for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, alongside some playlist updates across multiplayer, Blackout, and zombies. The game settings update also includes some weapon changes across all modes, including Blackout, and just all Black Ops 4. But let's talk about that free Arsenal Sandstorm map first, because that is the one people were asking for. So as they were putting the finishing touches on 3 additional multiplayer maps launching the next operation later in the month, for Black Ops pass holders, they were excited to release the newest alternate weather map free for all players. So hot on the heels on Contraband Hurricane, Arsenal Sandstorm is the most intricate map makeover yet in Black Ops 4. From what they say, players will need to adapt their playstyles to waves of sand sweeping across the environment with limited visibility throughout the facility, encouraging shorter ranged engagements. And they're excited to see how player strategies will evolve on Arsenal Sandstorm, now in rotation on all platforms. That low visibility is going to be a huge game style change, and some of you are going to have to get used to it. And there was also the deathmatch domination, in case some of you guys didn't know by watching some of my other videos. Basically, they are combining team deathmatch and domination. For those people who play domination only to get the kills because of the spawn trapping, they can now help win the game even when they are not capturing the flags. So there's now Infected that's live on all platforms. That is a great game that even my members request we play all the time. And it's a great nostalgic game from Black Ops. It really is. You know, the first 10 seconds they'll choose a zombie randomly, and then you get a knife and a throwing axe and you just go on a free-for-all. It's so much fun, but I wish they would just bring it back to when you would kill, or when zombie would kill somebody, it would reset the time back to 3 minutes, not just add 30 seconds. Now it just makes it way too easy to win a game not as a zombie. When it first came out, we played all night and we only won 1 game without turning into a zombie. And now it's like every other game. It's very easy to win. It really is, especially if the first couple zombies don't know what they're doing. But let's keep moving on here. Let's talk about that Blackout update, because that's what some of y'all are here for. And I'm going to start out with Alcatraz. They increased the final collapse time from 60 seconds to 120 seconds. That's right, they doubled the amount of time it takes for that final circle to close. Now, this comes from a lot of people complaining that it's more of a fight against the storm than it is other players in that final circle. So this is going to turn it into an all-out war. It really is an all-out war, but that's not the only update that came to Blackout. They also got some weapon tuning. The Rampart has increased ADS speed. So it's faster to get the ADS, pull the gun up to ADS with. That was one of my main reasons I would use it. It just feels bulky even when you go to aim it, it just feels like it's taking a bit. And then the KN57, that one has slightly reduced recoil, so it's not as OP as it used to be for you KN players. I was definitely one of those KN players, man, don't get me wrong. I like me a KN, but there's gonna be some things changing with those weapons, and they said there's gonna be more changes coming to the future. But this leads the major question: where is Ambush 2.0, man? Where is Ambush? I want to play it. I think everybody wants to play it. They've talked about it, they've teased us with it. It's time for us to have a little bit of fun with it, man. Let's talk about World League Hub. The statistics. They decided to choose a fresh start that will no longer clear World League Hub stats. That's interesting. So yeah, choosing fresh start will no longer clear World League Hub stats. How awesome is that? If you want to change your, if you want to do a fresh start in multiplayer, it's not gonna change your World League Hub stats. The stuff that you've been grinding for. So if you've been having that like debate in your mind if you should do it, that should help you out a little bit. That'll definitely change it up. Now, for PlayStation 4 members, this is just for PlayStation 4. Let me make that clear one more time. PlayStation 4. That was strictly the deathmatch domination. It was added as a feature playlist in PlayStation 4 and is expected a week to follow on PC and Xbox. Teams have 2 ways to earn points toward the round score limit, capturing objectives, and earning kills. And then you got the featured playlist. You got Bare Bones Mosh Pit, Infected, Stockpile, Mercenary, Death Mosh Pit, Deathmatch Domination, and, you know, a feature category of the week. There's a lot going on. Xbox One, PC, you guys got a lot coming. You guys got Infected. You guys got, you know, the classes you get to choose from: Scrapper, Impaler, Lead Spitter, Perforator, Meat Bagger, and Headhunter. I personally recommend Perforator, the ABR with the suppressor, quick draw, and extended mag, because it comes with Skulker, Dead Silence, and, you know, of course, you need that scavenger, baby. You need that scavenger to pick up all the ammo from the dead homies. That's not all. Xbox One, guys, you guys got Infected, Bare Bones Mosh Pit, Stockpile Mercenary Death Mosh Pit, and half off Heist added to your featured category this week. And as far as PC, you guys got Infected, Bare Bones Mosh Pit, and Stockpile added to the feature category this week as well. Now, for PC players, you guys had the updated core playlist update. You guys had the new Lone Wolf Mosh Pit. That is including Free For All, One in the Chamber, Gun Game, and Heist. They are also changing the match start requirements for certain mosh pits from 10 players down to 8 players, and then the objective mosh pit from 8 to 6 players. And that's basically it. All the other game modes, they reduced it so you can clear those wait times. Wait times are probably one of the most annoying things within Black Ops 4 sometimes, because what happens when you can't get into a game? You back out and you get into a new one, and that causes more issues with everybody doing that. It just gets crazy, man. But that's not all updates as far as what we are into. That's just the updates as far as Blackout 4, but there's something else I really want to talk about, and that is Sony announces the first details on the PlayStation 5. Why is this a big deal for me? Because I've never played anything other than a PlayStation, man. PlayStation 1, once I got that, I never went back, baby. I never went back. But yesterday, Sony announced the first details on the next generation PlayStation system, the PS5. And there are some details and some not, but here I'm going to get into it. One of the main ones is that it's backwards compatible with PS4 games. That's right, backwards compatible with all PS4 games. It's also still using physical media. It will have an 8-core AMD processor, which is like holy shit. It'll also have a Radeon Navi GPU, which supports up to 8K resolution. It'll also have a solid-state drive and more storage. For example, Spider-Man usually loads in about 15 seconds on a PlayStation 4 Pro. This will now load in 0.8 seconds on the new PlayStation 5, man. And they are also including ray tracing, which is a brand new feature for the PlayStation 5. It allows better loading and scripting of environments for the platform. So if you wanted to run tests to see if the player can hear certain audio sources or if the enemies can hear the player's footsteps, ray tracing is useful for that. It's the same thing as taking a ray through the environment. The new CPU, the new GPU, the ability to deliver unprecedented visual and audio effects in-game, and maybe, you know, some PlayStation virtual reality sequel at some point. You know, that's all great, but there's something else that excites a lot of people even more. Something that is called a true game changer. Something that, more than anything else, is the key to the next generation, and it's a hard drive. Sony is not hosting an E3 conference this year. So the company appears to be announcing the first details on next generation platforms ahead of Microsoft's expected news at E3 in 2 months. But right after they announced the PlayStation 5, Xbox decided to announce that they will be releasing their Xbox One S All Digital Edition, which will be available on May 7th. Crazy! Everybody's coming out with some new stuff. It's a technology war. The new Xbox One S All Digital Edition lacks a disc tray and only allows fully digital games to work on the platform. It's compatible with all Xbox One games purchasable via the Xbox Store and the console. It includes a 1 terabyte hard drive, and the new version of the Xbox One S will be, like I said, starting on May 7th for $249, the lowest a system has ever been. Microsoft says they will maintain a $50 difference between the Xbox One S and the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, even during sales. So the price may go further down as time goes on. The bundle includes 3 Xbox games, including Minecraft, Forza Motorsport 3, and Sea of Thieves. All great multiplayer games. Owners also get the Xbox One Game Pass for $1 for 3 months. Guys, it is a new era for video games, man. It is the world to be living in. I love me some video games, and I cannot wait for that PlayStation 5. For you Xbox One people, maybe you could snag that Xbox One S. Let me know down in the comments. But I know I want that PlayStation 5. It is not expected to be coming out in 2019, which means it's probably coming out in 2020. which also makes me believe it's probably coming out at the end of the year 2020, near holiday season, because that's when, I don't know, most everything drops, because that's when most people are buying things. Whew, guys, we talked about a lot today. I hope you stay tuned for my live stream later on today. It is going to be a good one, guys. It is your boy Carbon. Leave that like, leave that subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what I did wrong. Peace.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.